In this video we're going to look at expanding brackets. In order to expand brackets, we are going to multiply the number or letter on the outside of the brackets by everything inside the brackets. So first of all, let's look at the first example. So 2 brackets x plus 5. So we need to multiply everything inside the brackets by 2. So we're going to do 2 times x plus 2 times 5. So 2 times x is 2x plus 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, let's look at the next example. So this time we're going to multiply everything inside the brackets by 4. So we're going to do 4 times 3x minus 4 times 1. So 4 times 3x, so 4 times 3 is 12, so that will be 12x minus 4 times 1 is just 4. And then the last example, we're going to multiply everything inside the brackets by 7. So we're going to do 7 times 2 plus 7 times 3x. So 7 times 2 is 14 plus 7 times 3x. So 7 times 3 is 21. So that will be 21x. So now let's look at a different example. So this time we've got a letter on the outside of the brackets. So this time we're going to do x times everything inside the brackets. So we're going to do x times x minus x times 3x. So x times x is x squared minus x times 3 is 3x. We always write the number in front of the letter. So again, looking at the next example, we've got x times 2x plus x times 6. So x times 2x, so first of all we write the 2 because that's the number term, and then x times x is x squared plus x times 6 is 6x. And lastly, we're going to do 2x times everything inside the brackets. So 2x times 5 minus 2x times 3x. So 2x times 5, 2 times 5 is 10, so that will be 10x, minus 2x times 3x. So 2 times 3 is 6, and then x times x is x squared, so that will be 6x squared. So now for something a little bit more complicated. So whenever you get a question like this, the first step is always expand everything out of a bracket. So if we look at the first one, we've got 3 brackets x minus 4. So we're going to do 3 times x minus 3 times 4. So that will be 3 times x is 3x minus 3 times 4, which is 12. Then we're going to do 2 times 2x, so 2 times 2 is 4, so that will be plus 4x. And then 2 times 7, so 2 times 7 is 14, so that will be plus 14. And now we need to collect together the like terms. So if we collect together the x terms, we've got 3x plus 4x is just 7x. And then we've got minus 12 plus 14. So minus 12 plus 14 is the same as 14 minus 12, so that will be plus 2. So putting that all together, the final answer is 7x plus 2. Okay, let's look at the next example. Exactly the same method again. So we're going to do 5 times 3x plus 5 times 4. So 5 times 3 is 15, so that will be 15x. And then 5 times 4 is 20, so that will be plus 20. And this time we've got minus 3 times 2x. So 3 times 2 is 6, so that will be minus 6x. And then notice here we've got minus 3 times minus 1. So minus times a minus is a plus. And then 3 times 1 is 3, so that will be plus 3. So now all we need to do is collect the like terms. So 15 minus 6 is 9, so that will be 9x. And then 20 plus 3 is 23, so that will be plus 23. And then finally putting that all together, we get 9x plus 23. Okay, the last thing we're going to look at is expanding or multiplying out double brackets. So there's lots of different ways to do this, but I'm going to show you two methods which I think are the easiest. So the main idea is that you want to multiply everything inside this bracket, so the x times everything in the other brackets, and then we want to multiply the 3 by everything in the other brackets as well. So the first method I'm going to show you is where you take the first letter or number, so x, and multiply it by the other bracket. So rewrite it so you've just got x brackets x minus 4, and then we're going to take the plus 3, so plus 3, and multiply it by the other bracket, so plus 3 times by x minus 4. And then expand and simplify like we did in the previous example. So x times x is x squared, minus x times 4 is 4x, and then we've got 3 times x, which is plus 3x, and then we've got 3 times minus 4, so that will be minus 12, and then tidy it up a bit, so collect any like terms together. So the only like terms we've got that need collecting are the x's here. So minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1, so that will be minus x or minus 1x. So putting that all together, we get that the answer is x squared minus x minus 12. Okay, so looking at the same example again, I'm just going to show you a different method that you might find easier to use. So this method involves using a multiplication grid. So I don't know if you're familiar with them, but if you're not, this is what it looks like. So what we do is take the first bracket, and in here we write x, and then it will be plus 3, so 3. And then across the top we'll take the other bracket and we'll write x and minus 4. So we're splitting them up into separate terms. And then in the box that has both terms together, where they both meet, we've got x times x, which we know is x squared. And then in this box here, we're going to do 3 times x. So 3 times x is 3x. It's where the boxes meet. In this box here, we've got x times minus 4, so that will be minus 4x. And then in the bottom box, where 3 and minus 4 meet, we will have 3 times minus 4, which is minus 12. And then we just need to add together all of these terms. So we get x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 12. And again, collecting the like terms together. So minus 4x plus 3x is minus 1x or minus x. So our final answer is x squared minus x minus 12. Okay, and the final example we're going to look at is another double brackets and just practice what we've just gone over. So I'm going to use the first method. So I'm going to take 2x and multiply it by the second bracket, so x minus 3, and then take the minus 5 and again multiply it by the second bracket, so x minus 3 again, and now expand the brackets. So 2x times x is 2x squared, and then do 2x times minus 3, so 2 times 3 is 6, so that will be minus 6x. Then we're going to take minus 5 and multiply it by x, so that will be minus 5x. And then minus 5 times minus 3, so minus times a minus is a plus, and 5 times 3 is 15. And then finally we need to simplify, collect any like terms together, so minus 6x minus 5x, minus 6 minus 5 is minus 11, so that will be minus 11x. So our final answer is 2x squared minus 11x plus 15. So that's the end of this video. I hope that you have found it helpful.